I really hope this couple signed a prenup. Let's talk about the drama. Hey guys, AGYT Abbott here. Welcome to my review for The Drama. This is a new A24 film starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and I was really looking forward to this movie because the marketing is really damn good, because this all centers around Zendaya and Robert Pattinson playing a soon-to-be married couple, but one night when they are having a discussion with their friends about the worst thing that they've ever done, they go around and say, each of them say the worst thing they've ever done. What Zendaya says immediately changes the tone, and you can tell something is wrong. So, there will be spoilers here. Obviously, I'm going to go into the twist here. So, getting into the movie, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, for starters, are fantastic. They really are a really awesome duo in this movie. You have Emma and Charlie. They are very happy together at the start of the film. The first 15 to 20 minutes of the film is kind of building out where their relationship started, and it's showing Charlie and Emma talk with their friends about what they like about each other and what they're going to say in their speeches and how in love that they are. And it's very charming. They have some great chemistry together. It feels very natural. Now, I should probably just get right to what the twist is, right? So, Zendaya, you can see in the scene when they're discussing the worst thing they've ever done, she's getting increasingly more uncomfortable. And when it finally comes to her turn, she says that she almost did a school shooting. Now, honestly, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna dance around discussing this movie, this topic, because it's a fucking insane topic. It's a rough one, because people have dark histories with school shootings. If you've lost someone to a school shooting, obviously this movie is gonna strike a chord with you. And that's kind of the discussion of the film, because we're looking at Zendaya's friend kind of being put off by this and being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know, why would you do something like that? Why would you even have a thought like that? And then she's trying to argue that, yes, I had that thought, but I didn't go through with it, and I've moved on from that, and I've become better as a person. I'm not that person anymore. And the whole movie is about Charlie trying to figure out if he really knows her, if he really believes that part of her is gone or not, and can he move on, can he have a future with her with that knowledge of what she did in her past in mind. So, and then likewise with her, she's trying to think of is he gonna accept me? Is he still gonna love me? Does he even still want to go through with this marriage? She is seen having little moments where she's imagining what he's saying to her friends outside of outside of their apartment. She's just kind of thinking of him telling his friend I need to get out of this. She's a psychopath. I need to get away from her. How could she even do something like that? And the movie delves into her past, where she was bullied in high school. She had access to a firearm because her dad's a cop, and she just became infatuated with the idea of mass shootings, and she became convinced that this was going to be a solution to her bullying, is to get rid of those people, and then I guess take herself out in the process, because she tries making a video about it, and she's like, by the time you see this, I'm probably gone. So very, very dark subject matter. Anyone that hasn't seen a trailer for this, or just had no clue that this was going to be the direction they're going, y'all were probably shell-shocked like I was. I would have been a bit more shocked if TMZ hadn't fucked it over for me. But I was still put off by the tonal change. This movie goes dark. Really uncomfortable, as it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, where there's moments where it seems like they're kind of moving past it, but then she brings it up again, and she says, well, obviously you're thinking about it, It's like, well, yeah, I'm thinking about it now, and they're having arguments about it. They don't know what they're going to do for the wedding, if the wedding's going to pan out as well as they hoped. What are the parents going to think if they ever find out? And they're trying to assure each other, yes, I'm still going to go through with the wedding. I'm not going to think about what you did in the past. You're a different person now. And she tries to convince him, yeah, I didn't go through with it. I was going to go through with it, but what happened is she just kind of she kind of fell into this anti gun, protesting community. This person visits the school and just kind of, helps her process this trauma during assembly, and she gets kind of emotional during that. And through that, the person that was bullying her actually kind of starts to accept her a little bit and even, comforts her in that time. So she kind of switches up, becomes anti-gun, she goes along with these protests, and that's why she didn't go through with it. Even though she was heavily, into the idea. Like, she was making videos of herself holding the gun, she was practicing firing, which is why she's deaf in one ear. And yeah, it's dark material, guys. There really is no way around it. There is some absolutely horrible thoughts that can come to someone's mind when watching this movie if you've dealt with something like that. If you have went through a school shooting, if you've had someone that went through one, if you've lost someone, this movie might not be for you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Things start to go really fucking bad. In the last, half hour of this movie, I had a pit in my stomach because of the wedding. I was like, something is gonna go horribly wrong here. The best friend that, was kind of put off by what Zendaya said and was pissed off, she's awful. Because she is being super passive-aggressive during the wedding, trying to, very obviously getting her digs in at Charlie, kind of saying that Charlie's kind of enabling her behavior, and not willing to accept the idea that maybe she really is changed and she's not that person anymore. And whether or not Zendaya's character is worthy of that is what the characters are trying to discuss in this movie. That's what it's trying to emulate. It's trying to emulate a conversation, get a conversation going between the audience, friends that go to see this. It's like, who's in the right here? Can she be truly not that person anymore, or does that put you off? Would that make you, want to stay away from her? So it's a real conversation starter. I think it's an excellently made film, very well edited and well acted. The conclusion, basically, Charlie, just through a absolutely meltdown, starts to cheat on Emma with this other coworker, and then she exposes him accidentally. So Emma gets really pissed, and then Charlie gets kind of worked up during his speech. He kind of derails the entire speech and then reveals that he cheated, and he's like, "You all need to stop gossiping. Just because I accidentally did something with her doesn't mean it meant anything. And she didn't do anything. She didn't kill anyone." And the whole crowd in the wedding is like, "What the fuck?" they're all so confused. The husband of the guy, the girl that he cheated on Emma with, comes over and fucking hits him. So then the movie ends with them in a diner, kind of starting over, where she comes over and they talk about, "Hey, where you're from? This is my name. I come here all the time." And it kind of ends there. It's a little bit of a weak ending. I was hoping for a bit more of a crescendo with the ending, but overall, I still think it's a very good film. I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. I think Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are excellent, and it kept me engaged from start to finish. Super, super, crazy all over the place in its tone, because you have a romance at the start, but then it quickly goes into this dark movie with some comedic tones to it. So it might not be for everyone, and honestly, it's gonna be maybe a bit divisive, but I came out of it thinking it was pretty great. So let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and goodbye.